Woo! I ain't got no money! That's the way I like it! Yeah, after a hard day at the bar, having all your money drained out from you. Welcome back to Valhalla. Ain't that the normal working life? Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind and now she'll focus at work, no problem. Have a nice day! Jill, Bill paid. Ford, didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? Alrighty. Let's see what's new. Augmented Eyes got news. A model warrior Julianne returns this February. Oh, it's the thing she's named after. The classical magical girl show Model Warrior Julianne is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City's citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially of a lower class who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. That's frightening because that may be a real thing soon. The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner or breakfast. Is that a tear in your eye, Jill? No? Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. Holy shit. The Health Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests. Quote the observatory, protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. I wonder if she's among those 80. Yep. I'm gonna go with yes. Lilum receiving mysterious messages update. It looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from the compromised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. Who are you? Are you really alive? You're special to me. You're special to everything to me. It's time to become one. End of transmission. Developing. Interesting. 4. Spooky. Jill, or a made-up story. Alright, anything new in Danger U? Okay, I remember us talking about that. Grand Slam Fighters. Is anyone here into wrestling? Is anyone into wrestling here? I became a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a really solid product in my opinion. Much better than the E. Oh, don't worry. E's got some competition these days. Lots of it. One major one coming up soon. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave more importance to the mid-card. Wow, are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep, he's going to face Yusuke at the Dome show. Why don't they push the Great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66. Because American Kid actually moves merch unlike your indie darling. Oh my god. It's so... Which, it's funny because I've written articles about dudes who push more merch than American Kid 66. Or 66 American Kid. That's actually really funny. I want to marry Yusuke. Who's hyped for the women's championship? Okay, so this came out in 2016, so I'm curious what they would see as the wrestling opinion back then. That one should be the main event, not the turd we're getting instead. Oh! I wonder if they were NXT fans, because this would have been just after the big Sasha Bailey match in NXT, in which everybody was like, that should have been the main event of the show. 66 is pretty good, just watch some of his work in Japan. Okay. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is locks and arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Oh, man. I feel all of this argument. Wrestling is fake. This thread is closed. Amazing how I know all the words and yet I understand nothing. Jill, don't worry about it so much. Is Kiramiki saying anything? Dream person? Yeah. I think we read that already. Okay, so we're good to go. Alright, let's head to work. Let's go to work. It's almost mega giant Christmas Day. I'd buy that for $1. Good evening. Hey Jill. How you feeling? I won't say good, but Not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kind of walks are really always good for Gil. You're the boss. So, who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us, the dogs. You invited Titty Hacker. Titty Hacker! Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna keep everything the way it is. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. I think this is fuckboy, isn't it? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, no, it's not fuckboy. It's a Lilum and I'm guessing a human? Oh, a b.t.c bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Yeah, no, I'm lost on that one too. Oh! Okay, never mind. I got it now. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right when you see a building filled with hobos. This should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? I'm guessing we're carding both of them? A Brandtini, please. Right. The girl asked for a Brandtini. The Lilum freaks me out. Especially considering what we just read. Yeah. I feel bad not getting her alcohol, but she didn't ask for one. She didn't ask for anything, so I can't really... Here you are. Thanks. I'm seriously worried she's gonna do something freaky in a minute. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your little friend is... Essentia. I get it. You're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called... So, that's actually on my list of possible games to do in the future. So I don't know any of the characters at all. I know none of them. So that's interesting that it just came up. You ever heard of a game called YIIK, Bartender? That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year. That one, we're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we got lost on the way. Hold on one second. It's what I think it is, right? Because I don't think I'm confusing it with another one. Because there's another one that's like super... It is this, isn't it? It is. Yup. Okay. So, I've heard all the terrible reviews for YIIK, which is supposed to be this postmodern RPG, and it's apparently so far up its own ass and like in its need to be pretentious that it's gotten terrible reviews as a result of it. And I'm curious about how bad it could possibly be. And I don't know if it's like good entertainment bad or like I'll get really annoyed with this bad. That one, we're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we got lost in the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh, yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. What? Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing a what? Wearing jeans under a skirt. What? What? No, she didn't just say that for no reason. So that's what she's staring at someone behind me. I actually just have to do a check behind me real quick. I'm like, what? Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. Is this the girl from the beginning? Cause she was like, boo, and she like showed up on the TV screen and then popped out. I don't know. I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Okay. Just trying to see if anything is off. It's still nothing weird here. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. What? They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh shit. Boss, DD, R&B! I'm coming! You see, DD is a 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased! Oh god. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak taste. Oh! The vending machine. Oh god. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that will be it that. Oh, that's funny. You should go check on him though. Right. Thanks again for the directions. Please come again. They're not coming again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. What? Black sailor uniform. I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly, though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey, Dorothy. Oh, hi, honey. Oh, shit! Everybody saw that, right? She was on the TV screen. Can I make her come back up? The fuck? What? Why? What? Why is that? Why is she doing that? Is she like fucking around? Is this what's fucking around with the Lilum? Oh, hi, honey. Are you okay? She's staring at her too. I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lilum just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, a sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but she hasn't told me about a drink that cheers her up. Why hasn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up? Oh, fuck. Damn, I can't think of what it is. It's been too long. I want to say... Oh, I want to say it's like a sunshine, a sunshine cloud. Or maybe it's like a super, I can't remember because it's like when she, damn, it's been a minute. All right, a sugar rush it is then. I gotta go simple. Fuck, I should be playing this all in a row. If I was playing this all in a row, there wouldn't be these lapses in memories that I'm having, and I would be like, it's this. And I'm like, no, I've completely forgotten now. I feel bad. I feel bad, because as a bartender, I should know this. One sugar rush. Thanks. Seeing her down is so weird. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everybody, telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting another any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? No. Do you want to tell me about it? That's actually an even better response to that. I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you Lilum really understand death? Sorta. Kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that... nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death, and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. I would hope so. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like this, live like I do, helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them, and you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieve self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. Wow, not, what's the word I'm looking for? I've been drinking a little bit. Analogy is really kind of, a little too, that's the one I'm looking for. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their favor. This is very true. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit, though. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know. It's a tad small, though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? 4. Why 4? That's a good question, actually. I figured if you ever got lost, at least I'd want to be able to yell, 4! It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you'd run into. And every time you play with him, you could say it's 4 play. Aww, I didn't even think about that one. Yeah. He was also named after someone. Really? Who? A little kid that wants to transcend. Wait, what? No, never mind. It's not who I thought it was. A little kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's go with the blue fairy. That's what it was. Yup. Just came back to me. It's a blue fairy. That's what the drink is. Alright. A blue fairy for Dorothy. Motherfucker. That's what it was. Because I was looking around. Damn it. That's what it's a blue fairy. That's what she likes. The second she said it, I was like, yep, that's it. Agent makes it bang, bang. Here. Why do they call it a blue fairy? Is it because of Pinocchio? I believe the name is based off absinthe, which is called the green fairy. I forgot. Yes, it is. That's true. For those of you that have never had absinthe, there's a special spoon. So like when you pour the absinthe in, there's a special spoon, in which you, oh, it's been a while. I forgot how it's made. I believe it's that you take a sugar cube over the special spoon, and when you pour, I don't know if it's the absinthe that you pour into it, or if it's like hot water. There's bits and pieces of this I'm not getting right, because it's been about 7 or 8 years. But yes, when you pour it over, the sugar is supposed to melt into the drink, and then that's when you drink it. Like there's some people who are like, yeah, there's a bottle, you just drink. And like, no, that's not how it's supposed to be served. But I don't remember the specifics of it. Anyway, it's like, I think absinthe's like 70 or 80% ABC. Like it ranges around that like 150 proof area. The first versions of the drink were described as sweeter absinthe. Sadly, they had to fix the formula because people were turning green. Not blue, a blue-ish green. You seem to have cheered up a bit there. Yeah, talking to you always helps me get my mind off things. Hey, there's something I've wondered for a while now. What? What kind of friends do you have? I mean, are they in your same line of work, or... Friends, aside from you? Thank you. Well, there's Lawrence. That vending machine is a lot of fun to be with. Once you get past this quirkiness, that is. I've also met a lot of nice people working in the streets. On the top of my head, I can think about Nightingale, another Lillum. He changed himself to have fur and a more wolf-like face. I'm guessing that means the Lillum became a furry. Interesting. He's also a pretty good pianist. He plays in a jazz band on the weekends. There's also Nadira, a drag queen, and the... Wow, we're just hitting all the sexualities. A drag queen and the... Well, actually, that's not necessarily... Well, sexuality doesn't necessarily have to tie into drag, but usually it does. Like, gay bars... No, not even bars. It's usually like a gay club that you go to. I guess gay bars could do it too. There's always drag there. So I guess that's why I kind of just associate it like, oh yes, this with this, but those two don't necessarily always mean the same thing. A drag queen and the owner of a club I've been invited to a few times. She has an animal shelter on the side. I help her with it occasionally. Oh, there's also Sister Clementine. Oh my darling, a nun from an orphanage. I go there sometimes and play with the kids. Whoa, that's something I didn't expect to hear. I also almost got adopted once. I was flattered, but it was weird. Oh, and it turns out I already knew your boss. Some years ago, she what? What? I said too much. Client confidentiality and all that. Ooh, Dorothy, what do you know? Well, enough tangents. Why were you gloomy in the first place? Gloomy? When you came in, I don't know if gloomy is the right word, but you were pretty quiet at the very least. And knowing how you normally are, it was pretty weird. Oh, don't worry about that. Just had one too many things going in my mind. And I wasn't gloomy or anything. More like distracted, really. Well, I think I'll go now. Thanks for lending me an ear, honey. My boss told you about the party tomorrow, right? Yep, I wouldn't dare to miss that. Okay then. Alright then, see you tomorrow. Good luck. Thanks! And that's that. Boss, I'll be taking my break. Alright. Okay. Interesting. Weird. I'm curious about a lot of things. I'm expecting to be jump scared at some point. I don't know when, but I'm expecting it. I'm gonna need another beer for this. Okay, so a funny thing before we get started into the second part of the night. So I don't know everything about YIIK. I've just heard things about YIIK. And I looked at my phone one more time to see Like, okay, like what like other games are suggested with this? Valhalla popped up and I was like, that's weird. I mean, I know it made a reference to it, but that seems weird that they're connected for some reason. And YIIK, to my knowledge, came out in 2019. This came out in 2016. I don't know. I guess there was YIIKs before it. I'm not 100% sure. But it's hilarious to me because I don't know everything about YIIK, and I hear like constantly bad things about it. I see the mixed reviews for it, which is why I was torn on whether or not I should get it or not, because I want to explore why it's bad or why people think it's bad. But yeah, no, they're all released under. They have this one thing in common, and is that they're released under the same developer, YIIK Games, or not developer, I guess publisher, YIIK Games. So that's really funny. I feel like I almost have to play it now. I'll be interested. Anyway, let's go ahead and tonight and get this party started. Alrighty. I wonder if they would have ever thought like that was gonna happen, like the backlash that they got after like mentioning him there. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Is that a clue? I think I'm going to be buying cigars tomorrow if it's available. Let's change it up because I think like this is a little too heavy. I want something like a little bit more chilled out maybe. Because this is I'm guessing this is the doom. Oh no. That's fine, I can work with that. Let's go, no. That sounds fine. That sounds cool. That seems alright. I'm trying to find things that sound good. Dawn Approaches sounds good. Reminisce sounds like it'll be nice. Neon District sounds nice. Carmetrine Dream. We'll do Skyline. We'll do Dusk. Heart of the City also sounds good. Alright, let's go. Back. Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst pay-per-view main event fight I've seen all year. Not really, no. Alright. Going out. I'll have a word with Gogo outside. He was hyped for that match. He must be devastated. Okay, I understand everything Dana's feeling. I understand all of that. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me to want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Something cold for Say. It has been a minute. So I'm gonna want something on the rocks, and I can't remember exactly what her drink of choice was. I think she likes softer things, right? But that's aged and mixed, so that's not what I want. On the rocks and blended. You know what? I think a Moonblast will work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel terrible for not memorizing any of these orders. On the rocks, blend it up. I think you'll like this one. Really? That's so sweet of you. I think that was a little hint. Thanks. So, Stella isn't with you today. She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. And here I was all ready to invite you to the party with her tomorrow. You're throwing a party tomorrow too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? If there is a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party, she's most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Joe? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. That, and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know. You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me. Although, with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too, breezy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you look good in a dress, Jill. Excuse me, she already does look good in one. She's wearing one. Well, I guess not a dress. It's more like a skirt and a blouse. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember wearing my arms were too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. There people do. Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. That's the I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. Yes, the opposite kind of complex, I mean. Yes, there you go. I was like, Jill, come on. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Wow, it's just weird to me. Well, I mean, sometimes it's, you know, when you're seeing someone from the outside and not thinking of it from their position, you see things a little differently. So I imagine she has Alma on the brain and is like, kadoosh! And it's just like, they're not that big. And I'm like, well, that still doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Like, that complex is not there. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes. Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics. That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills. They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. Well, it does help that she has cat ears and drills and a hairstyle that doesn't match any of that, so yes. She seems affluent enough, why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her? Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person, her size will be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Joe? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. How tall is Joe? Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. How tall is Jill? I guess it was always in my mind she was like 5'4" or 5'5". Is she shorter than that? What about you? Not that it really matters, but I'm just curious now. Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do, give me a sec. Something non-alcoholic for say, okay. Is it the no, the promo drinks are not that, no. It's, I need a drink that's sobering. Here we go. I'll look this way. Sour purple strong, no. Here we go. A service spike. We do 2 powdered Delta and 4 Flanderjide. Blend it all. It'll knock the drunkenness out of you or knock you out cold. I don't know if she wants that. A crevice spike. I said a cervix spike. A crevice spike. Okay. Oh, I hope you like this. No alcohol. Blend it up. Ooh, actually, no, she won't. Because it's manly. That's not her thing. Do I have a sobering one that's like... Because I don't want to give her something she'll hate. No, those are my only options. I guess I'll do a Bleeding Jane then. I think that'll be fine. 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Blend it. Oh, jeez. I can't believe I botched that twice. Here. Thanks. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. A lot of things. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. That's fine. For some people, it isn't. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That is a complex question, or a complex answer for me. Because it's like, for me, drinking is relaxing, which is something I don't get to do a lot. A lot of my life is super stressed, super just, I feel like I'm under the gun. And when I have the space and the time to drink, where it's like, I can relax and I'm not worried about anything else, I just want to feel relaxed and feel like I can let go. And drinking does that. I don't normally drink to oblivion. I think, like, oblivion just happens, like, once in a while, or if I'm, like, celebrating something, I'm like, yeah, I just want to be silly and be fun, and that's when I do that. But, like, whenever we're doing Valhalla, except for, like, the nights I've, like, taken shots or whatever, it's just kind of been like, I have one drink. Like, this is my second beer since this recording, and it's just like, yeah, I'm just relaxed, chilling. That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. I wouldn't say forget my problems, just let me kind of escape from them for a minute. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know? Yeah. You just start liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? That's interesting, because I don't know if I'm actually addicted. I don't really think I am. I usually, when I need to go to, like, if I just need to stop for a while, I stop. There will be times where if it's like, I'm drinking, and it's like, I can't go to sleep, like, I'll just be like, alright, if I just go through a double real quick, it'll help me get my mind off of things, I'll fall right asleep. I never drink to get me through work. I have never drinking during work. Even like if I get off of work and I see friends drinking, there are times where I'm just like, no, I'm not drinking today. Usually when I drink, it's like no responsibilities. And if I have no responsibilities, I drink. If my responsibilities, I think, went up to a point where it's like I have a kid or there's someone else here and there's something I have to take care of, I think my drinking would go down substantially. Like to a point where I probably wouldn't be in most cases. Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, boss, Gil, a couple regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say, yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now? With the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? Alright. If I remember correctly, it's not just a manly drink. I think his of choice was a pile drive. No. Well, actually, I could give him a pile driver. So, I could probably even double this. Bang. Here you go. Yes, this'll do. So, what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happen to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. A gun for hire. Well, what about the girl? Crimson something? I am tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money, and well, I just couldn't refuse it yet. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder though, there has to be something, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as a middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the b.t.c property laws. The walls are soundproof. And I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then. Wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? No. Nope. He's some big name from Kanye Vania. Hey yo, Kanye Vania is the best Vania of all time! His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes the reaction and if it can be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Well, turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. Cobalt velvet for Mr. Detective here. He's not getting a double this time. By name, see, cobalt velvet. I see why he would want that. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mix, bang, boom. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway? Oh, I like how we're just moving past that. Anyway, keeping in mind all the risk you told me last time. He told me he wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least deliver her a message. He could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. Oh. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. Is she really 27? When she was a teen, we had... Okay, then yeah, she was. We had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So, how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to the her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. Okay, egghead. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better get back to work before her trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Let me tell you about the worst main event. Yeah. Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. That couldn't have played at a more inconvenient time. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit and I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. Alrighty, no mistakes, 30% commission, flawless service bonus. I know this small party is what you needed. There's an extra 300. Bliggity bliggity blow. That's interesting that this has nothing there. I don't think that's ever happened before. Merry Mega Christmas! Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Happy holidays! For a party then, Jill, I'll bring you leftovers. And I'll bring you the leftovers on the next episode of Valhalla. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. You know, the whole spiel. You liked it, subscribe, leave a like. Tell me what you thought about today's episode and what to expect for Christmas. I have to go buy cigars. Bye-bye!